What happens when some of the most popular horror film characters cross paths with Saturday morning cartoons? We unbox the wacky world of Toony Terrors from NECA to find out. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more fun and special offers from ToyShniff.com. As a special bonus just for watching today, remember to keep an eye out in the balcony for a special discount code that's going to save you 15% on your purchase at ToyShniff.com. Let's begin. People love being scared, and the horror genre is huge with collectors, which is why here at ToyShniff.com we're always looking for new items to add to our creepy collections. In 2019, toy company NECA announced a new line of toys as part of their popular horror collectibles named Toony Terrors. These were a new series of vinyl figures of classic horror movie characters, but done in the style of a fun Saturday morning cartoon. So think of it like this. Take Jason Voorhees and drop him in an episode of Scooby-Doo. What would he look like? A Toony Terror. Now, these scary yet cute characters allowed you to reimagine your childhood in a creepy but fun kind of way. And if the figures weren't cool enough, NECA took the packaging a step further by featuring a movie theater type setting complete with a marquee, movie poster, and hidden Easter eggs from each of the characters' films on a blister card, and around back, a bonus cutout backdrop. Now, over the years, we've seen releases of some of the most popular horror films, but the newest releases from Toony Terror focus on two films that have quite a cult following. I'm talking about Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and An American Werewolf in London. Now, each of these features figures in boxes, unlike the usual blister packs, probably because they're multi-character packs, unlike the singles that we've seen in the past. First up, the cutest figures based on those iconic masks from Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Trick or treat. Now here, looking at the packaging, you can see the iconic Toony Terrors packaging with this movie facade outside of a movie theater here. And we have the Toony Terrors logo up here on a marquee. And then down at the bottom, another marquee, the Halloween Season of the Witch 3 logo. And this really nice window box that displays each of the characters nicely there.
I want a mask! Can I have a mask?
Just what I had in mind for you, little buddy.
And then around to the side, we are on the side of the movie theater now with the Toony Terrors logo again. And we have the characters on this cool movie poster on the side. And what is this little Easter egg? Mr. Michael Myers in a trick-or-treat bag? Now wait a minute, he wasn't in the movie. And then around the back side of the movie theater, we have a lot of cool Easter eggs here from the movie. If you've seen it, you're gonna pick up on these right away. We got this cool dumpster and a broken TV over here in the dumpster, which is a tribute to the commercial that makes everybody go crazy. We got Welcome to Santa Mira, home of the Silver Shamrock Novelties, which is the store that makes the masks in the movie. Then looking around down here, we have another television with that famous commercial playing in it. And then you can kind of see right here, you know the scene that we're talking about here. A boy with a squished pumpkin mask on the ground. And finally, a nice picture here with the trick-or-treaters in silhouette with the movie logo up top.
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horror-thon.
A small-town mask maker becomes a madman when he plans a mass murder using Silver Shamrock Novelties Halloween masks and triggering a device contained in a television commercial designed to kill millions of children. Now, this set features all three of the trick-or-treating children rocking those super popular skeleton, witch, and pumpkin masks made by the evil ghouls at Silver Shamrock Novelties. And these are 6-inch scale versions from the 1982 horror movie. So we have the skeleton here that features the skeleton mask, costume, and he comes with a pillowcase here for his bag. That is his accessory. And his hands here are actually, you can see, are pre-shaped to be able to hold that. They nicely lock on to the front of that bag, so he is ready. And then as far as articulation goes, we have movement in his head, his arms here. There's movement at his wrist, as well as down into his feet. And then next up, our pumpkin here, wearing a pumpkin mask, a witch's hat, a long black sleeve t-shirt, a cape, and then it looks like some bell-bottomish jeans. And he comes with a gray trick-or-treat bag. For articulation, we do have movement in the head here, in the shoulders, arms, and then down into the wrist, just like the other ones. There is a little bit of movement here in the waist, and then down here in the feet, we do have a little bit of movement as well. But the important thing is to make sure that this guy is ready for some trick-or-treating fun. And then finally, our witch here, dressed all in black with a witch mask, black and orange cape around the back. We got this hood on this mask here, and kind of in like a black skirt and black t-shirt, and then some nice black shoes at the bottom. She comes with a brown bag accessory. You have movement in the head here, the arms, down into the wrists, just like the other ones. She does not have movement in her waist. We do have some movement in the feet, so the feet can move back and forth. And then she will nicely hold her trick-or-treat bag, ready to grab some treats. Now, one cool thing that's really important to the movie that I did not point out until I actually looked at these is look around back. What's that? Look at that right there. The silver shamrock, little logo on the back of the mask there. We got another one on the back of the pumpkin, and then another one on the back of the skull. So a very cool little Easter egg hidden detail from the movie that is put into these characters. It's those little details like that that I feel really make these a fun collectible to have. The other cool thing, just like all the Toony Terrors, is your background on those boxes you can cut out. With this one, the background will actually pull out. And these guys are all ready to go out for trick-or-treating. You can see it's got the Silver Shamrock Factory in the distance, and they nicely set up in front of that.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, the night no one comes home.
Up next, the classic 1981 movie that perfectly blends comedy and true horror, An American Werewolf in London.
Did you hear that? I heard that.
Okay, so on the front of the box, again, we have the two marquees with the Toony Terrors and then the American Werewolf in London logo on the bottom. Again, that movie theater facade up front. Now, great window box to be able to see both your characters. When we turn it over to the side of the building, we got the Toony Terrors logo. We have both the characters featured in a movie-style poster with the lights around it. And then down here, if you look, it's got a "See You Next Wednesday" sign, which is a cool little Easter egg on the box that is a hidden thing that John Landis actually has put in almost all of his films. Now it lives on in the packaging for the Toony Terrors characters. We got some claw marks over here.
You think it's a dog? Nice doggy. Good boy.
Around back of the theater, again, we have that dumpster just like the other one. Lots more scratch marks here that look like they could definitely be werewolf claw marks. I'm gonna say that the red coat there is probably Dave's red coat. The pentagram here and then the candles above it, we've seen those in the Slaughtered Lamb pub from the movie, and you can actually see that right up there. There's the Slaughtered Lamb sign up top there. And then along the bottom, we got these bloody paw prints. They gotta be werewolf, I'm assuming. And we got some balloons here that are tied to the back door, which is from another iconic scene from the movie.
A naked American man stole my balloon.
What?
Some more claw marks, and then we pull out here to reveal An American Werewolf in London logo on this cool poster of the figures. Inspired by John Landis' 1981 horror classic, the two-pack comes with David Kessler in final werewolf form and a fully rotted undead Jack Goodman. These two American college students had a vacation from hell.
My friend Jack was just here.
told me that I will become a monster in 2 days.
Your dead friend, Jack.
Yes.
So here is Jack Goodman featuring some very fine detail as we pan down on his undead body here. You can see his green jacket and his zombie-like face here. We got some flesh, we got some skeleton. He's still rocking some great hair, but we got these tear marks in his jacket. You can see all the way around. It looks like the front of his coat is all torn. Some blood spewing out from there. Another tear over here on his arm. And he's sporting some nice jeans here as well, with some more tears and bloody jeans. And then the blood goes all the way down to his boots. We got some great movement up here in his head. You can turn that right around. You can move his head up and down. So a great articulation there. Oh, we got some more slash marks underneath his neck there. We do have movement in his shoulder areas for his arms, so they can move up and down. We do have some movement here in the wrists, in his waist, and that's where that stops. So the waist, the arms, and the neck are going to be your articulation on this guy.
The last remaining werewolf must be destroyed. It's you, David.
Next up, the Kessler Wolf here in giant werewolf form, measuring in at just about 7 inches long here, from his snout down to his back leg. And look at the details in his face here. His eyes, his nose, the teeth there. I really wish we could open that, but his mouth is tight shut. We do have some movement though in his head, so that you can move that around. And then down into his legs here. Look at the fur all down his back and down into the claws of his feet here. You can see his nails, the bent toes. And then some movement in what would be his arms up here. And then that's where that stops. There is no movement in the hind legs. As far as their pull-out backdrop here, you have this really great facade of the Slaughtered Lamb pub up front, which you can take and pose these guys in front of, making a really, really cool backdrop for display. Now, if you're looking to get that special gift for that horror collector in your life, or maybe you just want to reconnect with what you wish you had in your childhood, these action figures are the perfect fit. The way you remember your Saturday morning cartoons will never be the same. You can grab them now over at toyshnip.com and check out the rest of our Toony Terror collection while you're there. Did you catch the discount code in the balcony? If not, go back and rewatch so you can save 15% on your purchase at toyshnip.com. Well, unlike Halloween 3, I'm not trying to brainwash you with anything, but I will remind you of 2 things. Stay away from werewolves and full moons, and beware of what masks you put on. Maybe the shamrock isn't a lucky thing. I'm Turco from Toy Shnip, and we'll see you next time. Remember, as you're heading out, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out on more fun content from toyshnip.com. Oh, werewolves in London. Oh.
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horror-thon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.